Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First of all, Professor Citron, I want to make sure that I understood correctly. If something like happened to that reporter in India had happened in America, did I understand correctly that that would not constitute a crime per se?
It might be understood as cyberstalking, which is a crime under federal and most states' laws. The problem is it was sort of like death by 1,000 cuts, and to constitute cyberstalking, you need a course of conduct, a persistent repetition by the same person.
So if it were the first time?
If it were and what happens is it's like a cyber mob coming together. So one person puts up the photo, a screenshot. Another person puts up the home address. Yet another person puts up, I'm available. Just all it says is I'm available with a screenshot.
So the person who originated it, under current law, would likely not be subject to criminal prosecution.
Right.
Did I also understand you to say that even if it were, it would have modest impact?
That is, what I said was, if we had criminal laws that combated the sort of deep fake phenomenon and really tailored to falsehoods, impersonations that create cognizable harm, I think law is really important. It's not that it's modest in the overall impact, because we need a partnership with technologists, right?
I want to move on, but I also cannot help but have this terrible flash of Dante's Inferno, abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Whose job should it be to label? That wasn't clear. I kind of thought it might be the media platform companies.
I think it would be the creator. That we could, much as we do in the campaign finance space, where we say there's certain disclosure rules that we say if it's a political ad, you have to own it.
So if it's a foreign originator, how is it that we have any jurisdictional reach? And
well, we don't.
I mean, there are no boundaries, right? And so as a matter of practical fact, even if it's created in America, transmitted to a foreign person, and then retransmitted, we have no means of enforcement. Right. So labeling in and of itself.
And that might be a reasonable
remarks above
practice.
About Dante's Inferno?
But look, we've got social media platforms. If they had some responsibility, they may, and if indeed, and I'm pretty skeptical about whether we're going to get there in the near future about the technology of detection, but assuming that's possible, then a reasonable practice could be a disclosure saying this is a fake.
So
do with it what you will.
We actually have as it were, a comparable truth verification mechanism currently, Snopes. And yet, a member of my family, who shall go unnamed, immediate family, once posted how outrageous it was and how the Constitution ought to be amended because members of Congress can retire after one term, immediately collect full pension benefits. Every member up here has heard this. Have health care free for life, and their children go to college for free. Not one word, not one letter of that assertion is true, which could have easily been verified if they had gone to Snopes. They didn't. And even if they did, in a political context, the truth is the person who's perpetuating that may have a political agenda such that they also, in a parallel fashion, engage in ad hominem, as it were, attacks against the reliability of Snopes. So, see remarks above, abandon hope all ye who enter here. I don't have much time left, but I'm really interested in Mr. Himes getting at the issue of political speech and First Amendment. You mentioned that we are protected against being impersonated, but it's not clear to me how we square case law, which has created a very high barrier.
And it's incredibly important to recognize that everything you've just described is totally protected speech. The United States has made clear in a case called United States versus Alvarez, a plurality in occurrences of the court, said that, look, we protect falsehoods, that we're going to ensure it enjoys First Amendment protection because, as Justice Kennedy explained, it reawakens the conscience. It has us engage in counter speech and sort of recommit to citizenship. But there are times, as the court made clear, that when falsehoods create certain kinds of cognizable harm, that we can and should regulate. And that includes defamation, even of public officials, if said with actual malice, that you know or you're reckless as to the truth of the matter asserted, right? So there are true threats, incitement. There's 21 crimes made up of speech. We can regulate certain words and images if it falls in one of those categories or if we can meet strict scrutiny. So yes, the presumption is that it's protected speech if it's a falsehood. But falsehood that causes cognizable harm, the court has explicitly said, actually it's the entire court, has said that that is a space that we allow regulation.
Thank you.